Hey, hey, GG's.
Hey,
All right, so how are you feeling about that one?
I think the worst things was losing my first drop and then getting out of position a bit on my fourth.
Do you
Need the
mean the
disruptor.
do you mean the drop on the right-hand side, the double drop?
Yeah,
So that flew through the watchtower. I'm not sure
did
if
it?
you
Oh,
noticed
that's
that.
why you did that.
Yeah. So that was he had some really good map control. I'm trying to remember exactly when that happened because it was a later drop. But I think it was about 9.5 minutes. Let me see. I think it was before all these pitched battles at your third, right? Let me see. Maybe it was a bit later. We'll
And
find
not
out
the
in a
big
moment.
one, the earlier one. The first two.
Oh, did your first two get shut down?
Yeah, they got for nothing.
Like back at 8 minutes or
Because he
something?
delayed his push and killed that, but I just had to keep that on the map, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's about 9 minutes. Let's see. Um, you mean on the right-hand side of the map, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
nine
ran it past
minutes.
his natural and it died. Because he
Yeah.
had stalkers just above it.
So yeah,
Or something.
they flew well through the watchtower vision. Not even quite on the edge, like right through. Um, yeah. So they just weren't paused quite right, I think was the mistake there. Um, I mean, Probe has had fantastic map vision, and from that point, you kind of lost a little bit of momentum, right? And you were actually so close to like getting back on top of it at multiple points, and I feel like you still might have had a window to push when you were like at like 8 liberators. You were like kind of like maxed and stuff, and but he always had that warp prism coming in. Like you never had the APM to actually
I
like
ate a
calm down,
disruptor on
right?
my fourth too, trying to defend it.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Cost
he was just like pushing you everywhere, and then like that
I think
disruptor
the other
shot just
fourth
went.
might be
Whoa.
better. I'm not sure. I haven't really played this map.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's only 7 minerals on that fourth on the left. What the fuck? I never even
Is
noticed that.
it?
Yeah, it's only
That's
7 minerals.
weird.
So the other one is a
Just go straight to the
full.
gold.
Whereas the top one's a 10 mineral. The one you took is a 10 mineral base. Okay, I didn't even notice that. Oh
Oh,
my
that
god.
sounds better then.
I should probably
Maybe I
look at the
can.
mineral patches on these bases a little bit closer. Yeah, gold is a full 8. One gas.
Maybe I can make my sensor tower a bit over or something, and it'll cover the ramp he moves up.
Yeah, by the way, the Viking early on. Now this is like this cute little move, but don't you think like a Viking is always such a useful tool to have later in the game for killing warp prisms? Just to like have AFKing around your
Yeah, it
base.
is. I just do it 'cause it's funny. It only gets like 5 road kills randomly.
That's it, right? Like some games it'll work out so well. It'll just
It's
kill
kind of
so
a
much.
gimmick, I guess. But it's funny.
Yeah, that's just something to consider. But anyway, for now, let's keep playing it with that Viking doing what it does. So yeah, we can go back to about 8 minutes 30, and you guys have just been skirmishing, and I'm gonna go to the moment where you pick that drop up. Okay, so I'm gonna go just before you pick that drop up, 8:24. I'm gonna double check there's no stuff running into other people's stuff. So one of you just loses your shit. No, you should be fine. Okay, cool. 8:25. Let's do it. Let's do it. Recover game. And this might be our last recover. We've been going for a while. I really appreciate you guys hanging out for so many games. It's always cool just to see so much back and forth in this mid game on this map. It's bloody fascinating. So let's recover game. What did I say? Shit.
Um, was it 840 or something or 920? I don't know.
8:25. I remember.
825.
Whew. Whew. So this will be the last recover. Then we'll answer a couple of questions in chat very quickly. Have a little discussion at the end, but we'll keep it very short since you guys have already given me a shitload of your time. But yeah, hopefully it's good practice for you guys as well.
This one will work out.
Hells yeah, man. All right, so you're about to load up the drop. You've just been pulling back 2 drops from his kind of third area, and they're about to land, or they are landing on the watchtower on the left, clearing up an adept there. Other than that, you know where you are. Just yeah, doing your macro and all that stuff. So good luck, have fun this time around, man.
Hopefully macro in.
Yeah, we'll see, but fingers crossed the money will get spent. All right, good luck, have fun, man.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. So yeah, to do with the map phenotype, it says, will you choose more minerals or more gas on this map? So it's either 7 minerals and 3 gas on one side, or 10 minerals and 1 gas on the other. That's cool. I do like that. That's pretty cool. Except Protoss is always going to go for one, right? Actually, no. Funnily enough, Probe was playing the mineral base, right? Actually, no, it's still 2 gas on the mineral base. So yeah, interesting. All right, here we go, guys. Let's start up, because this is still 10 minerals and 2 gas. So this is just like, this is the best of both worlds base. It's just a little bit harder to defend, I guess, whereas this one's kind of pocketed in. But if you're going to already be pushing aggressively and controlling this left-hand side of that, like this one just makes perfect sense. Because if you take that base, even if you're defending your third, it's like hard to get over there to defend this area. So I think it's actually like, if you're already going to be defending here, you might as well just defend up here, right? And get up in front of this fourth. So I like Probe's decision making on taking that. I think that's really cool. Oh, Dushu bag! Oh, he's supply blocked though. This time it's only a single adapt. Haha. But I do like the missile turret. I wouldn't mind a missile turret there and there as well. It's interesting to see Seither playing the double reactor liberator. I like that style. That's the style I play. It's like a bit more short term, in my opinion though. Doesn't scale as well as those ranged libs into the late game. Ooh, Seither, what are you doing? Getting distracted by a big adept warp in, but it looks like he's actually going to save those? No, he's not, because he's not watching. Oh, fuck me, man. Oh, you'll get some of the Marines out, I guess, or you'll take a few Stalkers with him. Didn't get the Warp Prism, did clean up a lot of adepts, didn't lose many SCVs though, so all things considered, I think that's like not too bad for Seither. If he saved the medevacs, it would have been an awesome little trade there. So Seither's actually like, you know, he's looking really good in the income. He's looking pretty comfortable. He's just got to, make sure he doesn't get surprised by this army. Map control's the big problem. You know, once again, Probe sees everything, and he's going to continue seeing everything because he's got the disco balls of douchebaggery. And I mean, when you have the disco balls of douchebaggery, like you just see what's going on. So Probe really using this to his advantage, because the thing is he has to. He has a meteor army. This is not as good an army if Terran's prepared for him and set up just right. But if he can use positioning to find a way around Seither, and that's exactly what he's doing. That's where his army, you know, his army is maneuverable, it's flexible, it's mobile. With mobile armies, they're usually not as good in front-on fights, but they're friggin' awesome at jumping on top of immobile armies when they're not ready for it. He's actually going to take a big fight there, but yeah, Seither's more than prepared for this, and Seither's like, nah, screw you, man. And I think it's actually time for Seither to friggin' overwhelm his army. And this is what I was talking about with, you know, Seither has to find that moment to push out. Keep in mind, his third got evacuated of SCVs during this, and now he has to kind of go back and try to deal with that. Oh, Orbital Command's actually burning as well. Oh, shit, man. If he loses that, he's completely all in. Seither here, I think, really needs to lower that and just stim those units over and start fighting those adepts. He sieges up his libs. Blinkstalkers get under and kill a few of them. I think Seither might just have the numbers to overwhelm this, but Jesus, it's close. Looks like the decisiveness does win out in the end, though, even though he will lose his third command center. He's pulling it over. He's got to get the repair on. God, I kind of wish he'd take a moment to focus on his repairing his command center and defending his mineral lines at home. But Seither's actually just gonna, you know, take out the fourth base anyway. He's got his own fourth up, so I guess it's not absolutely game-ending that... Oh, he got the repair in time as well. Jesus, Seither. This is the godlike play that we've been looking for this entire time, guys. This is it. Seither finds his rhythm here, manages to block all of the maneuvers of Probe. And these Liberators sieging up pretty far forward. The overcharge gets in a lot of damage. But there's still 3 libs in the back. Ooh, big disruptor shot goes in and only gets a single marauder, so potentially big disruptor shot is what I should have said there. Probe's trying to take 2 bases up on the right-hand side of the map. If Seither can get rid of this base, though, it's all ogre. The Widow Mines are a little bit far back. The Liberators, though, just continuing to press forward. Seither here with the 2-2 upgrades. Remember what I was talking about previously, how if he had 2-2 and if he just pushed out when he was maxed, he probably could just punch Probe in the face. Well, he figured it out, he realized his timing, he's found it, and that's kind of what he's done here. Yes, he took a lot of damage behind it, but he didn't let Probe pull him home. And he said, no, I can lose a base because I'm taking a fourth behind it. I'm still going to kind of deal with that, but 90% of my focus is on the aggression. And that was that. GG, well played. So I am going to get a group call going now. And I will rewind while we get this going. I think I hear someone joining the call.
Oh.
Hey, so I'm going to get a group call between all of us now. And you guys can get the replay open as well. Guys in chat, ask any
It's
questions
offside. We're
you
playing
want.
the game. Go away. Go away. Dad.
Say hi to your dad for me.
It says hi, Dad.
I think Probe's here as well now.
Yeah.
Hey, GG guys. So I think that's enough games for today. I really appreciate you giving me the...
Yeah, I mean, at the end, it's sort of lost all meaning anyway.
It gets weird, doesn't it? It gets fucking weird when you regame that many times. So I'm gonna, if you guys are cool to hang out for another like 10 minutes, we can answer questions from chat. You guys can ask any questions. They can be vaguely trollish, but I'd prefer gameplay ones as much as possible. If you guys don't have any questions, that's cool. But I just wanted to talk to you guys quickly about the games while we just watch through. You guys can open the rewind feature or whatever and just kind of go back and watch through the replay while we talk about it. So I mean, Probe, we didn't get to talk to you two recently. What about that very last game? What do you think kind of went on in that one? Were you getting freaked out? Actually, for both of you, were you guys like getting thrown off by the fact that you were playing the same game like 16 times in a row?
In that last one, I was confused.
Yeah.
Where I was actually up to in the game.
Yeah, you start to like lose your rhythm, right? So I think a bit of a cover game is like a useful tool, but it throws you off sometimes as well.
I
right?
thought the game was a lot later than it actually was.
So
and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't have gases on my third. I don't have anything. Oh, okay then.
Right, because that previous game you got up to Storm, Colossi, like you kind of unlocked the everything, DTs. So that time you were just a little bit thrown off. So what would you have done differently if you had realized where you were? What do you think were the biggest changes towards the end of that?
I mean, it's really hard to say because I don't know. Just play a new game, really.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to have like strong opinions as well. By the way, so I really encourage you guys to say like this is Ember or this was really stupid, or anything like that.
Like
Revelation is broken.
No, Revelation is needed. No, I don't know. I think it was fine. I just took another bad engagement and stuff like this.
Fair enough. Overall, interesting style from you, Probe. I think what Seither's doing is pretty generic, right? I mean, the Reactor Liberators might not be as common these days as like, I guess, I mean, well, we don't really see your style that much, so I guess that's part of the reason why, right? People are more going for range libs or Vikings versus Colossi, or, Ghosts versus, Adept Phoenix and that sort of stuff. But this is kind of for both of you guys. Do we think there's a favor here in the matchup? Do we think Probe style is abusable in some way? Would you normally just play double reactor libs as like a standard TvP, Seither?
Not normally. Only because he was massing gateway units. Normally you're making Vikings or something.
Yeah.
Although I don't think range libs would be very good on that map because it's so open.
Yeah, it's actually got so many wide open paths. There's a few places you get kind of choked up in that area between the natural and third, and then between the third and the fourth, right? But
yeah,
like
that's what I noted. Like that's threw me off in the couple of games I lost as well. Like unlike other maps, you can't cover your fourth very nicely against Liberators. It's like a really good area to push down. So you actually need to be like up on the high ground to stop any pushes.
Yeah, if they kind of get past you, right? Like there's no getting back in front of their army.
Yeah,
because
like,
they're going to be sieged up on a ramp.
Problem is, from the watchtower, like let's say I'm on the low ground in the middle, but he's at the watchtower. He beats me there every time. So I don't know. I have to think of some way to work around it.
I think, yeah, the thing is, like, your fourth base, by the way, I was talking to this before, this is the best of both worlds, fourth, right? 10 mineral patches and 2 gases, like, it's pretty sick, but it is a little bit more exposed than the other fourth on the other side, where you only get 7 minerals, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually, sorry, that is 8 minerals. Did I miscount that before? Oh, there's one hidden on the, okay, on the top side of the map, it's really hard to see. There's a mineral patch like hidden underneath the grass, but on the bottom one, it's like really, it's a bit easy to see. Okay, right. So that is actually an 8 mineral patch base. Okay, I think it is anyway.
No, I'm pretty sure it's one less. I always thought it was one less.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm mind gaming myself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one less, and I guess the benefit of taking that base though is well, I don't know about taking it as your fourth base. You can actually, but for like if Zerg in other matches, they can take the gold base really quickly. So that's the good thing about expanding up that way.
Expand away from the Zerg, yeah.
Well, no. But like Zerg players do it. They take the lesser mineral patch to get the gold base, and you can do it in Pros vs Terran as well. But I'm not entirely sure how to do it.
Get the creep highway going, yeah. So, cool. All right. So
that base near the fourth is only 5 patches too.
Yeah, and 3 gases.
Yeah,
3 gases.
That's the Protoss base.
It's so stupid.
That's the Protoss late game base.
I put up this map and I'm like, okay, look at my third base. Okay, that's standard. Fourth base, what the heck? There's 2 more mineral patches. Fifth base, what the heck? 3 gases. What the fuck? There's a gold as well. Like, it just like continues to get more and more ridiculous.
The corner base is a 7 as well. What the hell?
Oh,
Everything's different.
Yeah. This map's super bizarre with all the patches. We got a good question from Hovermine. He says, Seither, do you feel like Tom Cruise in The Edge of Tomorrow? After going back in time and getting killed a whole bunch of times to finally win in the end, I guess. Did you watch that movie?
Hey, what was that?
Do you feel like Tom Cruise in Edge of Tomorrow?
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh,
I get the plot.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like Mission Impossible. Protoss vs Terran.
Yeah, pretty much.
That would have been a better joke of mine.
Yeah.
Of course, he just made an accurate statement though. But all right, what else we got? We've also got they want dank pickup lines. Do either of you have any dank pickup lines for them? Help out the Twitch chatters with the ladies or the boys?
I can't think of any.
I just say, hi, my name is Jens.
The girls just swoon. They're like, liquid snooter.
Exactly.
You're just like, yeah. I loved that tweet, by the way, where they edited his face onto yours, and then like someone else went and edited his face onto like Alaris as well. There's just all 3 of you with Snoot's fucking face, and like it looked like it was meant to be that way as well. I was kind of freaked out, man.
The person sent it to me like 5 in the morning, and I was like drunk at the time, and I was like, this is wrong, but I have no idea what's wrong with it. I spent like 5 minutes trying to figure it out.
You're like, I don't get it. It's just a photo of us.
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious. You're not even joking. You actually were
legit.
confused. That's
I was
so
like just
funny.
sitting there staring at it. I had to like zoom in. I'm like, it's the same. I've seen this, but it's wrong.
I'm gonna bring this up for the stream because they need to see the glory that is that photo.
And I think most of the people who like favorited and retweeted and people on Reddit as well, they didn't even notice. They think we actually look the same.
I know, right? They're like, oh look, it's a photo of those guys. He looks kind of like him. It's like, no, that's actually Snoot's face imposed on his body. I'm looking through. Where did that photo go? You would have retweeted it or something, I'm sure, right? Oh, there we go.
I posted it, yeah.
There we go. Oh, you did post it. Nice. It's such a fucking bizarre photo, man. I don't know why that thing. It just looks proper. It just looks correct. But anyway, guys. I don't think we have too much more analysis, right? It's pretty much just like there's not that many deep questions. We kind of analyzed as we were going, did a bit of an analytical cast. How about PVT, first of all, Probe, in general? Favorite matchup right now? You think it's fair? You think it's balanced? Do you feel OP in it?
I don't know. See, I've been playing Robo for ages, and like Robo's like you sort of like put yourself behind, and then you have to, you know, force them to make a mistake, then it's even again, sort of thing. So then I've been trying this style. I don't know. I started learning it yesterday, and it's working pretty good. So I think this style will be like figured out eventually by Terran though. So it'll go back to pretty much 50-50.
You feeling better with Phoenix Adept, or are you still just like, nah?
I don't know. I didn't want to go Phoenix Adept in this series because I wanted to learn this, and I beat Seither and Ladder all the time with Phoenix Adept. It's pretty easy.
So Seither, what are your thoughts on Protoss and Phoenix Adept? All Protoss Imba, or just anything involving Revelation Imba?
Oh, I'm very bad versus all, so I'm going to say it's Imba. But at least I don't die to Adept straight away now, so you get a bit of a game.
Do you feel the Widowmine change? And it's been like, what, a month and a half or something since the Widowmine changed now, or some amount of time. Maybe it's less than that, actually, but it's been a while. Do you think it affects much?
I guess it does technically, but I mean, if they're clumped up on Widowmines, they still eat shit.
Pretty much. That's kind of my analysis as well. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, this definitely makes a change, but it's kind of like the 10 hit point Adept change. Like, does it fucking change the fact that the unit's good?
Well, they still can shade.
Yeah,
still
it's
do
like,
all your SCVs in 2 seconds.
It's still not where your units are, right?
Yeah.
The Adept HP nerf was the most pointless shit ever, and it didn't even change Protoss vs Terran.
I think it's a good change, though. Like, it is one of those things where, like, we can't see
No, it's
it.
a stupid change. I agree you have to change the Adept, but changing the HP does nothing.
It's a quality of life change. Like, you know it will change the outcome in some
No,
ways,
it would
right?
never. It won't change it at all. Because
I think that's complete bullshit.
no, eventually, either regardless of the HP, Terrans will figure it out, or Protoss will figure it out and be able to abuse it the exact same way. All you're affecting is the stuff that wasn't pissing people off, like the main fight engagements as a core unit. It's the shading around that pisses people off and killing all your workers. This 10 HP nerf does nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. For me, though, I feel like I don't really care about what pisses people off. Like, for me, I'm thinking about, like, this mythical, like, idea of actual balance. And, like, for me, it's just, like, well, mathematically, like, yeah, like, changing the frontal fights, like, even just by that little bit, should weaken these mass Adept styles. Because I like the Adept. I think it functions pretty well as a unit. Like, I think it's an interesting unit. And I think the problem was the fact that you could both have the harassment combined with the fucking just headbutt your way through anything, you know, and having just a little bit less hit points on the Adept for those big frontal attacks, I feel like just makes it a little bit less powerful in that situation. So I don't know. I don't mind changes like that, even though they're a little bit tentative and they don't really change anything in any grand way.
All it does is it makes us end up with the exact same matchup every single game in Protoss vs Zerg and Protoss vs Terran. Like, you just continue to restrict Protoss gameplay options, but you're not giving us anything in return. You're not changing the mechanics of the unit. So if you look at Protoss vs Zerg, every single game is literally now, I'm going to turtle on Storm, you're going to go Hydra Bane, then I'm going to get carriers. Like,
yeah,
we can't do anything else. It's strong, and we make it work with this 10 HP less, because eventually you figure out how to make stuff work. But the change wasn't good enough.
All right, so I think this I can get behind, right? Is this idea of people saying, well, just generally we want bigger changes. We think the gameplay is getting a little bit too repetitive at pro level, and you know, for me as someone who's not playing nearly as competitively right now, it's funny, right? Because I see so many cool variations, but I do think that like the vast majority of pro games are starting to gravitate right towards that same thing every game, right? And this has always been the way it's been in StarCraft 2. Usually it always hits a point where the races all just kind of do the same things, but there used to be a bit more opening variety, I guess. So what do you think, Seither? Do you think Terran suffers from the same problem, or do you think it's like, do you agree with
Terran's fine. I mean, Terran makes Marines every game, but there's plenty of openings, so it's always pretty fun, I think.
I think Terran has more openings.
Yeah, you can do lots of different tech harass and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe less in. I don't know about TvP. It's a bit weird. First Phoenix Adept feels a bit more defensive. And you can't do as much, or you just give me a cloak shield or something. But the other matchup, there's definitely plenty.
Yeah. Cool. Interesting little discussion here. So guys, Odyssey and Ascension to Aya, they're like the new overgrowths, right?
Yeah.
The new what maps?
The new overgrowth maps. Like these
Odyssey.
are the maps
Odyssey is.
Odyssey.
Well-
Why not? Why not Ascension to Aya?
Liberators are really good on it.
Okay.
In the middle of the map. It feels like runes. It feels like runes of Ceres. Funnily enough.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But like they're the same. They're the same map. It's just that one feels like overgrowth and one feels like runes of Ceres.
Yeah, this kind of has the chokes on the edges in these like weird positions, and they're kind of small. Whereas Ascension, it's like the whole center of the map is this one big highway choke point. Cool. Blood Boil. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I love that map. It's got like 10,000 cliffs.
Yes, exactly. Right.
I don't think anyone else does, but
Yeah.
The gold base is stupid.
10. It's 10 full 1500 mineral patches.
No, I don't think it's 10, but
But it's 8. Sorry, it's
Yeah.
8 1500. Rather, there's no low mineral patches.
yeah, that's broken. So it can take it like first. It's just stupid. I mean, the gas I don't really mind in the back natural. That's fine.
Charge lots for life.
Well, yeah, and after the charge change, which they better just bloody do already, it'll be fine.
Do you think, one last question on that, do you think it's possible to take the front base first in PvZ on Blood Boil?
I mean, you could do it. I don't know if you'd want to.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
You
so,
can't
like,
really, you can't really Archon drop with 3 gas very well. Like, the
No, you can.
transition's kind of
You can.
awkward.
You can.
Do you just throw the gas in, like, before the Prism or
You get
something like
you get a
that?
gas at 330.
Okay, so you just speed up the gas. Okay, yeah, I guess you'd still hit pretty much the same timing, right? It'll delay your thing by like 10 seconds at most.
Yeah, but you can get a quicker third base, so it balances out.
That's true. And because you're always oversaturating with a Archon drop anyway, actually. That makes sense. Okay, cool. So having the extra 2 mineral patches helps you out a lot.
And actually, you just go for like a 14 gate Adept all in off 3 gas. Because here's the beauty of it, right? On maps with 4 gases, you had to like take the other one and not mine from it. But
you have
this
to be like,
one,
it's a fake assimilator, right? So
yeah,
they scout
this
it.
one they buy into it. They're like, oh, he just has less gas because it's the map. And then bam, 14 gate Adept.
I bet you enjoyed watching Stats Game 1 versus Scarlet yesterday. Did you watch that?
Yes, it was lovely.
I was like, he's fucking probing. He's probing her, damn it. Gross Adept attacks, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much for lending me so much of your time and coming on for the show. It's been a long one. We always like to kind of do a longer, more for the live audience format for What If Wednesdays. Any shout outs? When's your tournament? Is Probe StarCraft League on at the moment?
Yeah, so if you guys are in ANZ, C, Japan region, you want to sign up. The qualifier is this Sunday. It doubles up with the C Weekly number 30. Check my Twitter for details.
Awesome. So I'm going to post that in chat for everyone. What about you, Seither? I'm going to post your Twitter as well. Any shout outs or anything?
shout out to Bammy. We're going to win the OSC Team League.
Nice.
Nah, Roots won that like 100%.
All right, second place because we can't beat Root.
We don't even have to try. I could stop playing and only play WCS ANZ events, and those points would carry me to the finish line.
But your manager joined us. That's how much faith he has.
Wow.
Wow. Trader manager, man. Anyway, I gotta go. The chat, thank you very much for hanging out. Appreciate you guys for coming on the show. Have a good afternoon. I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
See ya. That was a funny see ya. Alright guys, thank you very much for hanging out. A little bit shaky, first time back with the show. Also a bit weird doing it at this time because it's the end of a stream for me. So I'm like, oh, I'm kind of tired and I'm like snacking on nuts so I don't pass out. Okay, I'll try and arrange it at a slightly better time or give myself a bit of a break between, you know, when I finish coaching and do the show next time. But I really enjoy this show. I think it's like fucking fantastic material for people who want to improve. And holy shit, guys, Guitar Cheese is just subbed. Thank you so much, Guitar Cheese. So many new subs today. I really appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. But yeah, guys, it's been fun. I'm going to do more of these shows. American pros, personalities, European pros and personalities. I'm going to try and get Golden on for one against another kind of streamer at one point. I think that should be really fun. Just, you know, have a kind of fun What If Wednesdays. But yeah, for the most part, I'm going to keep on trying to go through the matchups. We'll try and get a TVZ on soon. I'll see if I can get... I've got Cyril. Cyril's keen to play one as well, which is going to be amazing. So I'm really happy to do one for the EU time zone as well. Probably try and arrange Cyril next week. If I can find an opponent good enough for him, a Showtime or a Major or something like that. We'll see how it goes. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys watching the show. I'll probably split this into 2 or 3 very long VODs. Those of you who have watched the whole way through, much love. Really appreciate it. Much more content coming out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on at the normal time with a Pro Talk episode with Jon Snow talking about his ZVP versus Harston from WCS Austin. And I just pressed a hotkey. I didn't even know I had hotkeys for that. Thank you for hanging out, guys. Appreciate the support. Don't forget to hug a watermelon, kick a walrus, and of course, punch a garden gnome in the gonads. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye and good night. For those guys who aren't watching on YouTube, you're watching live. You're on